Ooh, here we go.
Ashrah is from Mortal Kombat Deception. She was then in Armageddon, and she's been absent for 17 years.
Hi, I'm SoCal Honey Badger, and that was my intro.
There's a whole bunch of fans who have never even seen her in a game because they may have started with X or, you know, who knows what.
Right? There's a lot of people that are like, who's Ashrah?
Exciting.
Ashrah's dope, dude. She's like basically a female Kung Lao.
Newer players. Right.
And it's been so long since we've seen her. She's kind of been redesigned and reimagined anyway.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to be like a female Kung Lao
fresh
anymore.
coat of paint. So let's
She has spin.
All right.
That was one of her trademark
so
moves, was the Kung Lao spin.
Demon who has found an artifact, the Kris. It's a mystical sword. And when she slays demons with it, it purifies her soul. So she fights with the Kris all the time, and you could imagine that gives her exceptionally good range.
How many bad things do you think she's done that she's constantly having to purify her soul?
She is literally a demon from the nether realm, so I think she's been a bad girl.
All right.
She's been through it.
All right. She's done a few bad things.
Okay, that's a launch we can convert with that.
All of her normal attacks use her weapon. Like she's got a super good.
She's gonna have really good.
She's gonna give her good range.
It looks like she's got really good mids, man.
Sword.
Fuck, those sword mids are scaring me.
Is that the professional term?
See, like,
we all know that's the bop.
Ashrah looks like she's gonna counter smoke. Like this bitch, if you're a smoke player, right, and you were just watching the smoke shit, this bitch is gonna be a problem for you. Because looking at just like the animations of the swords, it looks like she's got a lot of mids and they're pretty quick, man. Really quick mids. So it's gonna be like, in order to hit her, you have to think of Ashrah as a shield character, and the sword is like a shield. And so, like, in order to hit her, you have to get past the shield. And, like, with a character like Smoke with his little fucking T-Rex arms, he fights with a goddamn karambit, just like a little fucking stumpy dude. He's gonna have a hard time getting in on this. Especially if she's not really a projectile character. Dude, she's just gonna basically backdash on him all day for free.
I've played against Dan in cinematics plays a lot of Ashrah, and the range she keeps you at is one of those sort of frustrating ranges.
What did I tell you?
Let's go over her throw.
She's gonna keep you. She's gonna enforce you.
We got a slashy slash.
So it looks like she's gonna force you at like the very edge of range 1, which is a very uncomfortable range, right? Because it's not range 2, but all of your pokes will whiff. So you're forced having to use projectiles and like unsafe shit to do anything at that range, and it allows her to kind of enforce her will, right? Because she's going to be sticking out sword moves. Let's see, Chad is saying she's no Kodal, but the range she has appealing almost like Joker. Joker is going to be, if you're coming from MK11, I don't know what kind of special moves, but Joker Kane, that's what I'm seeing, man. Joker Kane. That's gotta be Kane. That's gotta be Kane.
Flash. Ooh.
I like that grab. That's sick.
And now let's go over special moves because they are very neat. She has a really unique playstyle. So the first thing she has is projectile, which is not a typical fast.
What did I tell you? She's not gonna have a lot of good zoning.
On a real estate on screen.
If she has a good, here's the deal, okay? So the thing is with characters that play like her, when they have a good playing at the range that she's at is very, very difficult, and when they have a very fast fireball, it becomes very, very oppressive. So it doesn't surprise me that she has like this slow fucking gimpy ass fireball that you pretty much have to be full screen to get any like usage out of it as a space control tool. I see what NetherRealm's doing with her. I see where they're going with this.
And it's not the fastest in the world, but it reaches almost to the top of the screen.
So you're not jumping it.
Exactly.
Right.
And you're not ducking it.
Oh, so it anti-airs.
Good one,
It
Tyler.
also has crisscross, sword slash, which is an excellent combo ender, and control kind of the ground and the air. And what's one of the ways you beat like long range footsie tools?
You beat?
Beat it, yeah, by jumping. So you could say crisscross makes you
Jump.
You really set these up.
Just use it as an anti-air.
Look,
crisscrossing.
I don't understand why people say this is cringe. I don't.
No.
It's my least favorite term on the internet, by the way.
So, did any of the
I
checks you
don't
were just
say
showing
cringe,
had
but
EX
Stephanie, that was embarrassing. Don't do that
in fact,
ever
I'll
again.
show one right now. The sword uppercut, which when you EX it, allows her to combo.
Awesome. But the projectile and the crissity-crossity.
I'm liking this focus on air combos.
Cool.
That
And I
shit's
think
sick.
Crisscross has a pop-up.
Okay, cool.
So thanks for reminding me.
Yeah,
Oh,
team.
okay,
No
so
problem.
kind of like,
And
what was it,
lastly,
Takeda and MKX?
Her Ghost Dash. So this is a cool move where she
okay,
sends
alright.
a ghost, travels as far as she wants,
Now we're getting the good
cancel
stuff.
it,
Nope.
and she can also do this quicker version that goes behind you.
But you're following.
Exactly.
So, for the most part, she's got a bunch of range attacks,
Yes.
and she can get distance with her sword attacks. So she really kind of plays that
I
mid
like that
far
she
game.
can fake
and if you
that,
try
man.
jumping in at her, she has that special move that just is a rising sword attack that's just then going to allow her to extend air combos.
Exactly.
Nailed it.
But there's one really cool mechanic involved in all this that makes her just an added layer to make her a little bit more in depth.
Tell us about that layer. Let's
She can
peel that onion.
Tap into her dark side, and this changes the properties on
What did I
her-
tell you?
Okay.
What'd I say in my fucking trailer? That she's gonna have a demon form sword. What'd I say? I called that shit. This is why y'all gotta subscribe to my shit, because I actually like know what I'm talking about sometimes when I'm not on narcotics.
Her fireball becomes a ground spark to reach full screen.
Oh,
It's a
jeez.
Short, medium, and far version.
Okay. And so that you have to choose which version, right?
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Pretty quick.
Okay, so she gets like a ground spark. What else does she do with
Turn it
demon
back
form?
on.
All right.
there
Gotta
we
turn
go,
on the
back on.
darkness.
Her shadow charge completely changes, and now it actually teleports her to the location,
Okay.
and she can again cancel it,
Okay. Okay.
or
Okay.
actually go directly to where the ghost is. And she can use that to go behind you, she can cancel it, and she can
You're
swim
gonna
it.
have to really pay attention to this
Now,
purple
one
and
thing you
yellow
might
shit.
notice is when she's doing these moves, the opponent is getting dark side attached to them. You
Yeah.
can stack
Those little
up-
swirly
What did
things
I
around
say?
there, right?
Exactly.
What'd I say again? That they were gonna have swerve, man. Just play the video, Stephanie.
Which can stack up to 3 times. Once she turns back to light, all of her light attacks will then do an extra hit of damage, depending on how many stacks she has.
Very cool.
That's not as interesting.
No, some of the ghost slashes. Can you do any of those in the air, anything like
Yes,
that? Yeah.
She can do all the ghost flashes in the air and drop down.
Oh, jeez.
She can do an attack. She can hit combos with it.
What can't she do?
Seems like they kind of Diablo
has a
4
command
the
range.
character or
She does not.
Diablo
Okay.
3. So she's got like a whole builder spender mechanic, right? You want to build up the purple shit and spend it when you get the yellow shit, right? So yeah, I don't know. I thought it would be something cooler, like an explosion of damage or a dot or like a heal. But it's just, oh yeah, when you get all 3 stacks and you go back to yellow, it does a little bit more damage. Which is cool. I mean, like at the end of the day, that's what you want. It is just kind of, all right, that's nifty. I do like the teleport stuff more often. She's going to be an irritating character to fight for. Like if you're really, really impatient, this character's going to fuck with you. Oh my god. You will hate this character if you're an impatient player. Because she'll just sat there at range 1 and like just outside of poke range and just press like really slow ass normals or slow ass mids that you know you could blow up with a poke, but like you have to walk forward to do that into the shit, right? Irritating character arc. See, I don't really like having to manage resources on top of meter and cameo. It doesn't really seem like there's a lot of resources to manage. It's just did I get 3 purple dots? Okay, time to go gold.
Or a pure soul.
So playing as her, your goal is really you're switching back and forth
Exactly.
to get
Yes.
as much damage as you can.
Yeah, it seems like builder spender. That's what I was saying.
Range you're at.
Like a Diablo character, I'm going to build up to this and then hurry up and get into
And
the
you're
other
locking
one.
them down with
Exactly.
distance.
Here's the
anyway.
deal. Here's the problem with this character's design. She's going to be really, really basic and fundamentals heavy. If you want to make this character work, you really have to have solid fundamentals because that gimmick isn't going to carry you. That gimmick is going to be a hindrance more than anything because it doesn't look like she can freely go from gold to purple stance. She does that fucking shit. So the thing is, once you get the 3 dots on them, the 3 orbs, now the game is how do I get into purple? Fuck, dude, how do I get into gold? Right? It's like, shit, he's got the 3 dots. I got to get to gold before they wear off. Otherwise, this is for nothing. And you see how that kind of fucks up, because now they're going to outplay that. They're going to be like, I got purple shit. He's going to go gold. So if I'm full screen, I'll turtle up. I'll make him waste his fucking purple shit turning gold to walk to me. If he tries to do it up close, I'll just blow it up because it's slow as hell. If he fucking gets a hard knockdown up close and I know that he's fishing for a comeback, as soon as he goes for the gold shit, I'm just going to mash buttons on wake up and blow him up. I don't like this. I think that she's going to be able to hang because of the rest of her kit. I think the teleport shit, the dashes, and especially the godlike buttons. Those godlike buttons are going to be a fucking problem. And I think that's why this mechanic is so ho-hum, is because they kind of want her to be she's got a lot going on, so they don't want her fundamentals to be hard, right? Her fundamentals, like her basic like buttons and neutral game is going to be just buttons, just raw buttons, right? Just walking. I'm not trying to set up nothing, no frame trap, no nothing. I just want to get into the range of my buttons and start pressing buttons. And then the other shit that makes her dope is going to be, you know, the special moves and all of that. She looks like she's going to have a very basic, a very solid game plan, but she's going to cater to like nerdy players. Like people that want a challenge are going to enjoy this character. And when I say like a challenge, I don't mean that she's going to have high execution. She probably will, just because of the nature of an assist game. But what I'm saying is that like she requires so much setup and thinking like 10 steps in advance to really get the full scope of what she's all about, that it's going to be hard to think about that stuff in your mental stack in a game with this many mix-ups and assists and overheads and teleports. Like, you already got a lot that you're thinking of just in the match as it is, and then trying to plan out this gold and purple shit is going to be very hard. But people that make it work are usually like the guys that get the most clout. Like, Ashrah is going to be one of those characters that, like, if you're like YouTubing and you can make her work and get into high ranks with this character, your channel can probably blow up, because she's going to be one of those characters that most people can't figure out. Like, she'll have like the basic fundamentals of spamming buttons with her cheap ass sword is going to carry her in like the random levels, like until you, I guess, this character is going to get carried on fundamentals alone until it gets to like demigod, if the ranks are the same as MK11. From demigod and above, she's going to have a really strong grasp of her gimmicks and her mechanic to be able to compete at like Elder God level. But the thing is, the people that do that are usually so much better than you. Like, the people that are drawn to characters like this is because they're bored with anything else. Like, I know guys, like people that play Lei Wulong in Tekken, right? Those guys, right? They're just bored with every other character, so they pick like this weird, obscure shit and they make it work. And you're like, wow, you're the fucking best. So yeah, I imagine Ashrah, she's going to be a scrub killer, but she's going to be an intermediate player. Intermediate players are going to drop this character. I imagine a lot of soy boys are going to like come into this game like hoping they can be a sexy demon chick, and then they're going to find out that you have to have like a super deep mental stack, and that execution and all the like basement virgin incel things that make you really good at fighting games, like sitting there and practicing combos, aren't really going to carry you very far with a character who has a mechanic like this. It's just going to be all mental stack, man, and that's just grinding matches. This is the character that you just have to grind matches, and so she's going to cater to the people, like I said, basement virgin, incel, soy boys that don't do nothing but sit there and grind matches all day because they ain't got shit else to do. Very rewarding character. I'm excited to see what people do with her, because the people that usually make this shit work are the really creative people, because your average person isn't going to figure out a normal way to like land that shit. And there may even, and a lot of times characters like this get into games and there ends up not being a safe way to fucking do that shit, right? Like right now we're seeing, okay, we got to do this fucking move shit and apply these things, and when I'm trying to switch forms, I can get blown up. Maybe there's a setup or a sequence I can do to do it for free. And the designers don't build it with that in mind. They're just like, hopefully people find a freeway, right? And then it turns out, like, throughout the game's meta, it turns out there's no safe way to do it. So the character ends up being, like, bottom tier trash. That's why I said that's going to be a problem. If she can't set up getting into and out of that very quickly, efficiently, and safely, then she's going to be bottom tier trash. Because she's constantly going to be having to fight to get in and out of those stances unless the purple shit is an I win situation. Now, she gets all 3 stacks of her orbs and she does so much ridiculous damage that is just a wash. Yeah, that's going to change things. So it's interesting. We don't see how the health bars are right now. It's going to be interesting to see how this one pans out. She's one of the ones that I'm a little more, I'm a little skeptical. Okay? I'm a little skeptical.
So, let's talk about cameos. I chose Frost.
Okay.
You might be saying, now how am I supposed to be switching in and out in the middle of
Oh, because Frost has that punch move. There it is. Look, Stephanie's talking exactly about what I was talking about.
A couple of Frost moves. One is the ground ice, straight from Deadly Alliance. Super fast, low combo starter.
And it seems to cover like a majority of the screen.
Exactly. This is going to be a big time movement check.
Is that Tanya in the background with her stupid new haircut?
It's going to be super dangerous.
I don't give a fuck, dude. That haircut's stupid.
And then boom, you've hit it.
See, okay, so with that low move, dude, that low move is going to be dirty with Ashrah. This is actually kind of a dirty combination because you see the range on that low ice? It basically covers Ashrah outside of her comfortable range. Like, she's like outside of range 1, and if you backdash, now her buttons don't do anything and you can projectile her, and now she's got to get in or jump, right? She's going to be really bad out here, but then you have that Frost move, and then you just throw that out and walk in behind it.
Has Orby Orb.
Orby Orb.
Where she sends a frozen orb out. A slow-moving orb that'll freeze the opponent if it hits them.
And you gotta respect that, that's basically it.
Orby
Exactly.
Orb.
A perfect time to switch
Orby
your stance. Get your things going.
Cool.
I don't
And
think
then
I'm ever
lastly,
going to call it that. I'm never going to
has-
say Orby.
This
Nope.
stalactite move that's a super quick combo ender. Or if she holds
Like
it,
that.
she gets a secret special 4th move
What?
where she does the
That-
stabby stab.
that's what I-
And if you block,
Right, Stephanie? Me and Stephanie, as soon as she said Frost assist, I was like, Frost has that punch assist, dog. That's how you're going to get in that stance, right? I see what you got, girl. I see what you got, right? When she said Frost, I knew it. I knew exactly the assist. I was like, that fucking punch assist. Watch.
you can see this has... Can you
Look at that. You can freely do whatever the fuck you want.
This will
Look,
actually
while
push
they're
you full
blocking.
screen and do chip, and that can get you back in range
Watch.
to be going for your
And that's a
switching.
low.
He's got his shit.
Yes.
Look,
Yeah, so.
and then watch when it wears off.
Now, the meter burner hold down
Is there a combo
stabby
into it?
stab. Did that cost any additional meter
he's
or
trying to
anything
go-
like
I
that?
believe
Okay, now we've
it's
got
still
it.
the same as regular.
Okay.
I believe.
We just
I do
waited
not
for
have
it to
the
go
cooldown
back.
times.
Okay.
And also,
But
like
look,
you
the
mentioned,
orbs ran out.
Still game in progress. Things
Yeah.
are still being tweaked and
Yes.
balanced and whatnot.
Totally.
So things you see here damage-wise and that sort of thing may change, obviously.
Why are people
So-
talking about
There's
damage
a very
values?
good chance.
Yes.
There's a very
None
good
of that
chance.
shit
Well,
is gonna
remember
matter.
The combo I did
If
back
you
in
played
the
enough
day,
fighting
it
games, you can.
did
I can
look
already
like-
tell you how much
Dundee.
damage.
The Dundee.
Dude, that's
yeah.
the thing, man. This is what kind of blows my mind as being old as fuck. Is like a lot of young people, they have a lot of questions because they haven't played a lot of fighting games. But it's like I can look at shit and just know exactly. Like I can tell you how much damage this character is gonna do. She's probably gonna be in the 3 to 4 touch character. It looks like she's going to have to work really hard for damage and that she's going to control the pace of the match. Like where she's going to really shine is in her ability to control the pace of the match, depending on how much damage the purple shit does. Because the purple shit could be a game changer. It could be an I win button. She does so much damage, she kills you in one touch once you have all 3 purple orbs on her. Like, once that happens, that could be different. But for what it seems right now, if it's just a small damage increase, then it looks like she's going to be seesawing, and you're going to need at least 3. You're going to be able to do it at 3 touches if you can get the purple shit on, 4 touches if you don't get the purple shit on consistently enough. That's how her damage is going to play out.
And I still hear about it to this day.
So let's check out our Fatal Blow. I think the wings are so rad.
Yeah, huge fan of the wings.
It's an audible gasp during the.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Damn, why can't she have wing moves? That shit would have been tight. Like, I
that
know
is
she's
awesome.
got to have...
It's super-
I know she's got to have the sword because that's tradition, right? That's Ashrah's shit, right? If she didn't have the sword, me as someone who liked Ashrah in Deception, I would have been mad. I would have been like, Ashrah's fucking story is the sword. What is Ashrah? That's like Scorpion without the spear, right? So I get why they have to have the sword, but damn, they could have done some wing shit, dude. That would have been tight, right? Have you ever seen that movie Legion? It has it stars, what's his fucking name? The fucking Vision, right? From Marvel, the Avengers, right? But it's like the end of the world, and there's fucking demons possessing everybody, and the angels come down to save mankind, and they fight with fucking steel wings. Like, they don't have guns or weapons and stuff, and it's like the demons are using guns and shit, and the angels are just fucking blocking them with their wings and slicing heads off. And I was like, this is fucking dope. That needs to be in a fucking Devil May Cry game. Now I've changed my mind. It needs to be in a Mortal Kombat game. I want to slice somebody with angel wings. That shit is tight. Somebody's asking, is Nightwolf returning? I hope so. I would be very, very hyped for Nightwolf. I love Nightwolf. He's fucking dope. What's the 3 ranges? There's actually 5 ranges. And that's one of the videos that I'm going to, that's one of the main videos I'm going to do when the game comes out. I'm going to spend a lot of time on videos, guys. I'm going to actually stream a lot less. I'm going to do the league and stuff, but I'm going to really work on the guides and make them really good to cover things like this, so that way we have resources. I want to get like those basic guides up and running. So the 3 ranges are, there's 5. There's 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Most people don't really consider 0 a range. 0 is grab range, like I'm on you, so like no range. 1 is from grab range to just outside of low pokes, like you're down 3. Just outside of down 3 is range 1. Range 2 is round 1 fight. You start at range 2. Range 3 is a backdash after that. And then anything outside of range 3 is like full stream. That's like full zoning. And that would be range 4. Let's move along now.
Hey, so, if you, follow YouTube enough, you know that they like to put weird stuff all over the screen for the last 30 seconds. So this is gonna fill that space. Yeah. Yeah. It's probably right there and there. All over the place right now. Yeah, go ahead and click that stuff if you want. And that's 30 seconds.